We live in a society that says, hey, you should get what you want when you want it. Burger King used to have a slogan, have it your way. And we have bought into that hook, line, and sinker. Technology is just so easy. It makes everything at our fingertips. It just gives us the ability to do things quickly and to have things exactly how we want it. There are 173 million people on Facebook who are updating their status, talking to friends, making sure their profile picture is just exactly right. We just want our needs to reign supreme, and we want everybody to know about it, and we want everybody to acquiesce to what it is that we want out of life. 140 million Twitter users, tweeting 340 million times a day. Everybody's got a cell phone, right? Everybody has a smartphone. It's one of those things that lets you just do everything. It really does. It's an indicator that everything centers around us. That's what we do. We want convenience. We want everything fast. We want everything about us. And while that sounds like, that's just a part of the culture, really, when you think about it, it's completely opposite of what Jesus calls us to. Jesus calls us to something more, or maybe I should say something less. We should be less concerned with ourselves. We should be less concerned with just getting past the busyness of life and getting as much crammed into life. We really ought to be more about something that's a bigger purpose that requires less of us and more of Him. And that's what it means to be a disciple. We tell ourselves that we're going to be in the world and not of the world, but I'm not sure we've really figured out what that means yet. One of the things I think Jesus was trying to help as He prayed for the disciples and as He prayed for us, I think one of the things He wants us to understand is that, we're not to remove ourselves from culture so that we are not able to be salt and light, but we are to be insulated from the culture. In other words, the culture shouldn't be the thing that helps drive our passions and our desires and our needs. The culture shouldn't shape who we are. We're in the culture, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. We don't let society kind of be the ones that decides what our hearts are passionate and postured toward. Where Christ's love comes to rest, are we not still finding our desires as disciples? Do we not find fear and anxiety because it's so centered around us? Do we not still find ourselves searching to satisfy our wants and desires instead of loving those that God has placed near us? Look, the simple fact is that we as Christians have got to learn to find a place to put our satisfaction and find our satisfaction in Him, and then be able to share the love of Christ with others. I think when we move toward a place where we get self off of the throne, we really can then begin to be people who love people, not at an arm's distance, not at just in an easy time, but we can love people and be willing to invest in people. Because we're no longer just trying to satisfy our desires and make sure everything that we have is taken care of. We're willing to sacrifice and do whatever we need in order to love people. What's been sad over the years is with the programming of evangelism and with some of the good intentions of packaging evangelism so people can learn it. But one of the things that's happened is we've made evangelism a project and not a lifestyle. We've made it something that we go out and do instead of who we are.